I wanted to share with you all a personal story. In my younger years, this is going back to high school, I used to be a supporter of the Democrats. I was a big Bill Clinton guy. I admired his politics. I admired the positions he took on various social issues. And generally speaking, I was a diehard liberal. Again, in my younger years, felt that most white people were racist. I felt that most white people were out to get me, out to get my family, out to get people that looked differently than me. And I harbored a lot of negativity in my heart towards conservatives, towards Republicans. I always thought that Republicans were really the party of racists, the party of the Ku Klux Klan, the party of neo-Nazis. And I did not support Republicans or conservative principles whatsoever. Until I realized that one day I have to work. And when I got my first job and when I got my paycheck, then all the liberalism that I had harbored, all the liberal socialistic agendas that I had previously supported, all of that disappeared when I saw my paycheck. I saw what I would have made if we didn't have all these onerous taxes and all these social initiatives and protocols that had to be forcibly taken from my wage. And then I saw the net income, what I'm actually going to take home and put into my bank. And it was such a small number relative to the gross salary. And that's when I realized, you know what? Liberalism and the Democrats, it just doesn't work out. And I think the reason why so many people, and so many young people, love to sympathize with the Democrats, love to sympathize with the liberal agenda, because it's all up here in fantasy world, it's all up in the head. It's all theoretical. But when it comes to, putting your hands to work and then actually working and then trying to receive a reward, the just reward for your labor, and you're realizing that so much money, so much of your resources that you worked for are now being taken away and given to somebody else forcibly. This isn't about being charitable or about being a mean person. It's not about that. It's about the lack of choice. See, if we got a less onerous taxation system and we were able to receive more of the money that is due to us, we will be able to give to charities. We will be able, out of our own volition, to choose to be generous, to choose to be charitable to other people, to our fellow man. But no, that's not what liberalism is all about. It is about controlling that decision. It is about taking that choice, that dignity of making your own decisions away from you, having Big Brother make that choice on your behalf. And that is ethically and morally incorrect. It is wrong. And by receiving that first paycheck, it was an eye-opening experience. And from that point forward, I never supported the liberal agenda. I never supported the Democrats. I always looked to the conservatives. And then I dug a little bit deeper into the history of conservatism, into the history of the Republican Party. And time again, when it comes to social issues, you will see that Republicans are actually more in favor of racial equality and of human dignity. We cannot forget that the party of Abraham Lincoln was the party that ultimately freed the slaves. We also can't forget that the party that decided to imprison Americans of Japanese descent were the Democrats. That was a liberal agenda. And so we have to realize the actual truth. We cannot rely upon revisionist history, and we cannot rely upon other people's prejudice and biases to formulate our own political opinions. We have to look and search for the truth ourselves. And when we do that, we find, again, over the course of history, even to today, that conservative principles are principles that all people can share and cherish. And that is why I will support the Republican ticket in this year's election. That is why I support Donald Trump.